From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast, bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermapen as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time and enjoy the episode.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Happy days. Welcome to the season finale of From the Shack podcast, episode 16.
16.
We made it to 16. Cheers, mate. We're having a beer and we are cooking live. I'm going to show you something that's pretty sexy. If you're looking at us through this camera on Instagram, get over to YouTube because you're not going to be able to see everything. We've just got that going so that people who weren't aware it was on, we can direct them to YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, anyone, if you can do us a massive favor and go on Instagram and share the link to this stream on YouTube. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So get the link to this stream and share it for us. I will do it at some point. Scott Bowie, hey guys, come here and see you. Sean Davison, how you doing, Sean? And Andy Viner, welcome. This is a bit weird, mate. We're not here.
Yeah, it's not the norm, is it?
Awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you.
Got to it because I want to get these hot links on.
Yeah, so we're going to mostly do most of the podcast from here, but we're being super sexy and we can do this.
Oh,
And that's where we're cooking. Look at this. Look at this.
Where the magic's at.
Hey, I tell you what, Gino Di Campo, eat your heart out.
I actually see me putting the sausages on the wall.
I'll see you putting the sausages on, mate. Getting your sausage right in that barbecue. Socks and sliders. That's how we roll, mate. That's how we roll. I hope you're all well. Let's have a
So
look.
we've been cooking all night, so this is the last of it, really. We've got some chickens on.
Yeah.
We're going to put some hot links on now. We've got some charred veg that's going to go on the Oz pig.
Yeah. We've got,
We've got some bits resting. We've got some beef ribs, and we've got some
so basically the idea,
follow resting.
for anyone who wasn't aware or hasn't seen the post that we posted on Instagram, today is the final day of UK BBQ week. So I hope you've all been getting involved. It's a lot of fun. I wasn't able to do every day. I think you've done more than me, Dec, this week.
Pretty much most days, to be honest with you.
I did the odd little bits and bobs, which has been super busy, but we knew that today was going to be a celebration of it. So it is World Cuisine, is that what they called it? The theme of the day?
Yeah,
World final day. So we're doing a Texas style barbecue tray, but every element on the tray, we're going to do a little bit of a twist on. So Dec's been cooking some beef ribs and pork collar overnight. So the beef ribs, we're going to sort of go to like Mexico, South America.
Lots of pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo, a little bit of crumbly cheese. The pork collar, we're doing Chinese.
Char siu, yes.
Char siu, Chinese style.
So that was marinated all yesterday in
Yeah.
char siu and then cooked overnight.
And we just put a couple of half chickens in, which you'll be able to see on the pit barrel there, on your bottom left of the screen. There's a couple of chickens in there, which we'll be taking out. Taking the mick out of your French pronunciation, my friend.
That's great, isn't it?
What else we got? We got some hot links, which we're going to do like a curryverse style. We've got potato salad, which is we're sort of visiting India with that. We've gone with a lot of Indian flavors. We've got coleslaw. What other sides we got? Is that it?
That's it, really.
That's it. I mean, like it's
Potato salad,
like
potato
it's not
salad, slaw.
yeah.
No, we're going to fire roast the peri sauce ready to coat the chickens.
Homemade peri sauce.
So,
We'll do that live. We're basically gonna wing it. I think we've bitten off more than we can chew, but we'll soon find out. Let's cut that because I like cutting. You see, Dec's lighting up the Oz pig.
Going to get the Oz pig on the go.
Yeah. So what we've been cooking on the monolith overnight with the pork and the beef ribs. We're going to be using the pit barrel for the half chickens, which this is its maiden voyage for the pit barrel.
Yeah.
I've heard very, very good things about pit barrel chicken, saying that apparently it's the best chicken out there. So we'll find out today.
I mean, it's looking nice, to be fair.
Yeah, how's it smell?
We got some nice orange. We got some olive wood, didn't we?
Yeah. Bit of orange.
Trying to use that, to be fair.
And then we're using the Oz pig to make the peri sauce. So, we're going to try and keep the podcast to the sort of similar format. If you guys are asking questions and stuff, please do ask questions. Anything you want to know about, and tips on cooking or tips on news on the podcast, anything like that, please do comment in the chat and we'll answer what we can. And if we hit any blank spots, we'll kind of just revert back to what we normally do, talk about what we've been cooking, what we've got planned, where we've been, because it's been a mad couple of weeks. I don't think we've done a we done an episode? We haven't done an episode since Fields to Fork, have we? Before that.
Oh, I some.
So we've got plenty to talk about if needs be. I'm just going to
Some of these chickens are done, you know. One of these chickens is done.
Is it?
One's done and one isn't.
Happy days. Happy days.
So I'll get this one out and check.
So again, if you are watching on Instagram, but we have a much better setup over on the YouTube channel. Head over to the YouTube channel. You see, hear the sound better. You'll be able to see better. There's 2 camera angles. We're just gonna have a bit of fun.
Does anyone want to see that?
Yeah.
You know, look at that little beauty.
I'm going to
Come over.
click on that one.
Yeah, flick over.
Get on that camera there. Oh, on that one. Sorry, get on that one.
That one there.
Yeah.
I'm dripping it everywhere as well.
It's all
This will kill me.
Look at that.
Dripping.
It does look. Is that the one that's done? Finished?
Yeah, well, we'll do this fire roasted. So we're gonna peri and we'll.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do.
Float it.
I'll come over there now, as well, with my beer.
Let's just check. Yeah, it's well done. That one is. So it seems like.
So John one is asking, have you got any probe wipes? Multi-use, please. John, multi-use.
Let's get this out.
So, how's it going, Ryan? Good to have you in, mate. Mark's in. How you doing, Mark? Cactus RB is saying sliders deck.
I know.
Feck's sake.
I mean, I have got. By the way, I have got. Where have they gone now? Where have me?
You have to.
Where did I put me? Where did I put me Crocs? Have you got them? Where are they?
Yeah, I moved them. Over there they are.
I've got some barbecue Crocs out here, not in shot.
So I think
Barbecue Crocs. So these will be getting christened soon.
the class there. Freebies.
Freebies, yeah.
Freebies. If this works out well, I think in season 2 we'll aim to do more, not just have it as like the final episode.
Yeah.
And we can actually do some like cook. If you want to do cook-alongs where we'll let you know what meat we're going to buy, what we're going to cook it on, blah blah blah. We could do some quick cooks in a couple of hours, can't we?
Yeah, I'm just going to lob this in the cooler.
Yeah, and then you guys can join in, which will be a lot of fun. I'm watching on 2 things here, so let me just update this. Again, if anyone can just get the link for this stream on YouTube and share it on Instagram so that everyone can tune in, that would be really, really good. But we literally got everything. I don't even think we've got everything done, but we were literally up to the last 30 seconds before we click go live. I was making the potato salad, doing the pico de gallo. We've got some really cool stuff to eat today. What are we going to do with all the food, mate?
Is that?
What are we going to do with all the food?
I've no idea. I said to Lauren in 8, like, just pop round with a tray. Don't you bag later if you want.
I'll take a little bit home.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Get some of that in there.
We'll get this going. Let this warm up a little bit.
Blinded by the legs. That'll be mine. Yours are browner than mine, mate.
Yeah, well.
Mine are proper white.
We're sitting down then and we have a...
Can do, yeah.
We'll do the normal while we're waiting.
All right, then. Nothing's going to blow up, is it?
No, I've just got probably about 5 minutes for that chicken. That one chicken has got about 5 minutes and then...
yeah.
And then we can...
Yeah, so let me top my drink up.
Don't top mine up with that, please.
So the last episode 16, man. I honestly, I mean, I don't know what I expected, but I didn't know if it. I reckon I kind of thought no one would be interested in it. It would just fizzle out. So I'm pretty proud of it, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of it, and I think it's been helped along, obviously, by people who've helped us. Thermapen, Stephen Adam at Alfresco Chapel have always flew the flag. Ryan's always flew the flag. We always get people commenting and let us know where you're listening and stuff like that, which is cool. And I think going into season 2, we're going to have, what do you reckon, like 3-4 weeks break?
Yeah, probably have a bit of a month break and then we'll see.
3 or 4 weeks off and then we'll come back with season 2 and try and do more stuff. The idea is, I've said this before, is whilst we're off, is to try and get a lot of admin done for the podcast and possibly just get some people booked in as guests.
Yeah, everyone says they want to come on. We just never find the time to actually book them in and actually arrange it properly. So we just want to get everything arranged, booked in over the next couple of months, and then obviously we continue on.
And I think now I'm obviously a technical wizard. when it comes to cameras and audio. It didn't work a minute before we were about to go live, and I started to panic. And then I just turned everything off and turned it on again, and it worked. But I think now we have got like a little bit of a sell. There are little things that we need to improve on.
What, my accent?
Equipment wise.
Oh, sorry.
Equipment wise, because this laptop's on its last legs, and there are things that it can't do. So that's where the sponsors come in. So like Thermopen have been a big help. We've got a couple of people that we're talking to, which is probably going to enable us to do stuff like this more often.
Yeah,
I think. But I think it's probably worth saying as well, regardless of what sponsors we have, we will always give 100% honest opinion on things. And generally, we've only worked with people that have the same ethos as the podcast. So yeah, I don't want anyone to worry about that kind of thing with all the stuff that's been going around in the news lately with buying certain things and paying for certain things to
buying followers.
That's not our vibe. But yeah, so I think what we'll do then, we may as well jump into what we normally do. You've got 3 pages.
I've got 3 pages of cooks. I mean, I feel like I've been quite busy.
You've been very busy. So I'm gonna sit back, cross my legs.
So I did.
Smell meat.
I've got that. We've got the new barbacoa book.
Yeah.
Both of us have got that. So I've been sort of influenced quite a bit by that book.
Yeah.
It's obviously it's Tex-Mex, Mexican. I quite like all that sort of cuisine anyway. So
yeah.
I do a beef barbacoa with some beef cheeks.
Yeah.
They do theirs with a big red, which is like a soda, but it's like a cream soda.
It's like cream soda, yeah.
I couldn't get hold of it, so I mean, I tried.
Well, it's on Amazon, but it's about 12 quid.
Yeah, I'm far too tight for that. So I had a little look on Amazon and I thought, I'm not spending that just to get a thing. So what I did is I mixed 2 different types, like a bubblegum flavour and a cream soda.
Right.
Just to try and get the similar flavour. I mean, it was all right. The beef was really good. I did it on homemade tacos with like a lime crema and a bit of coriander on. They were like really good. However, I wasn't too struck on the sauce. Again, I've said it loads of times. I'm not sure on the sweet beef.
I was going to say, is that because of the drinks that you added?
Yeah, I just think it'd be better, more savoury. That's all. So again, if I was going to do another barbacoa, I would probably not go with sweet again. But again, still really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, the same inspiration really. I did that Mexican hot chicken. Did like Mexican hot chicken halves. And then I glazed it with like the jalapenos, and then did like the lime crema drizzle. So I mean, if anyone's not done the lime crema out of that book, or if anyone's never had lime crema, I think you should try it.
Yeah,
because it's really good, so good. And that was the night before I went to Athens. So I went away. I went to Athens for
dream, mate.
Yeah, I went to Athens.
Absolute dream.
For 4 days. 4 days. So I mean, yeah, it was really good. Athens. Got a bit of football in.
You did, I
Yeah, I went to the Athens derby, which was a little bit mad, but really good. Loads of good restaurants. There was like this one where it was almost like a hole in the wall type thing. Like it was like all graffiti everywhere, and then there's just a doorway.
Yeah.
So you basically walk through the doorway and you line up in this alleyway. It's just a courtyard, and I never knew that. Like one of like Greek's top cuisine is omelettes with tomato ketchup.
No, I never knew. Is that true?
Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, that seemed to be on everything on menu, and this is what they give me. So you got this big platter with like tzatziki, chicken, feta salad, big huge platter. There was like loads of like meatballs, and then an omelette with red sauce. But it was, and then like they served you like wine in these like tin tavern like type things. But I mean, for the meal, it was like 30 quid.
Yeah,
you couldn't complain about it. The meal was reasonable, really. And then the other notable meal I had a mutton kebab or a gyros, whatever you call it. It's a kebab to me, like
gyros,
gyros, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, my accent, obviously.
Gyros, isn't it?
I don't know, mate. I've no idea.
I think it's gyros.
I've absolutely no idea. It's a kebab.
Someone will correct you.
I'm sure maybe it's a kebab to me, like, so I mean, whatever. It's kebab. So we had this mutton kebab from this place that Gordon Ramsay went to. Again, it was a bit of a mix between a sit down and a takeaway. But yeah, again, bang on, mate. Really good. Dead impressed. Yeah, really good, mate. I was really impressed with it, to be honest. So yeah, I spent a good few days there.
How was your day? It was like a long weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I just went, loads of good food.
Brought the weather back with you.
Brought the weather back with me. I'd tell you what was really good. There was a yogurt place around the corner from the hotel where basically just all it does is Greek yogurt, and you could choose whether you wanted cows, goats, sheep,
right.
And like depending on which yogurt you go for, it depends on the sourness.
What's the difference between Greek yogurt and yogurt? I don't know what the difference is.
I mean, it just tastes better, I think. A bit richer. I don't know. But they basically, for breakfast, they do you like a load of yogurt with like their local honey and then walnuts on.
Yeah.
It was so good, mate. Really, really good. Really, really good. So that was it, really. And then the first day back, I mean, I had to just get some burgers in.
Burgers.
Just that too, I was missing it.
Yeah.
I was missing it. I didn't do anything fancy. Double cheeseburger, burger sauce, red onions, pickles.
Standard.
Oh, yeah, it was good. I'll go and check on this. 1 sec. You're going to spin the camera?
Yeah. Barbecue lad. I need to get to
Let's have a look. This will be done, this now.
There you go, there's deck in action. Barbecue lad watching on Instagram. If you get over to the YouTube channel, you get a much better experience, buddy. We know how to work YouTube currently to do what we want it to do and have different camera angles and things like that. We've got a couple of different cameras set up. So if you head over there, you'll get a much better experience. Is anyone who is watching, is any of you listening along? Sorry, obviously you're listening along. Are you cooking along, should I say? And if
what are you cooking?
What are you cooking?
Cuisine day.
Are you out in the garden? Today's going to be the hottest day so far, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, they watch me burn myself trying to get the hook out.
So as far as meat goes now, we're done, right? Other than the hot links, aren't we?
Hot links are the last ones, so they're just going to take an hour. So roughly around 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
hot links will be done.
Yeah.
All we got to do really is get the peri sauce on the go on there. I'll chuck that on in a minute.
Yeah.
And then let that char up and chuck it in and give it a whiz, really.
Yeah.
It's a shame all this fuel I've got left in this pit barrel now.
So yeah, so let us know what you think of the live stream. Can you see this being something that you would be interested in watching two idiots cook in a shack in a garden in northern England in this very rare sunshiny weather? To be fair, it's been nice for about 10 days now, hasn't it?
It has, since I've been back.
It'll be okay up until the end of next week.
Let me just chuck this in.
So what we can do with that chicken, that we can just probably char it just before we serve.
Yeah, just before we serve it. Just again, we might even be able to do it on the horse pig or something.
Yeah, sound. The horse pig, like I said, the pit barrel was the first time that we used the pit barrel. But I mean, doing that chicken was
dead easy.
It couldn't be any easier. There's no worrying about your vents and settings. It's literally set. It's designed in a way that the holes that are in it for the different parts, they've took all that into account. So as soon as you light the charcoal, it almost regulates itself. What would you say that would be then? About 150?
I mean, I might
cooking a chicken at that speed, about 150.
Yeah, I might stick a probe in a minute.
Yeah. I would hazard a guess about 150.
I would.
Which I think is pretty class, especially if you're new to barbecue, because I know that Sean from Grill on Mill, he uses it for his pop-ups. He does his ribs in it and stuff, and his chicken. He was the guy that said to me the chicken's phenomenal. So I know he uses it. If you're not following Sean, go and give him a follow. He's a top lad.
Oh, it'll be a sec. I'll be back.
Mark says he would definitely minus the shorts. We thought that's what would get the ladies in, mate. That's what we thought. And Ryan's got a lamb shoulder on the go, Argentina style, on his sexy new grill, I bet.
Yeah, I can't wait till they play around with that.
Go and check out Grilling Gear UK on Instagram if you're not following him. Have a look. His grill looks awesome. And also Eat Cook Foodie is his other account. That's his personal account. So if you want to see what else he's cooking, Ryan's been in the game for probably longer than all of us.
Yeah, I've seen him yesterday.
Yeah,
again, you missed him again.
Yeah, again.
Again.
It's a habit, isn't it? I'm starting to feel like Ryan's avoiding me.
You're avoiding him.
Every time I turn up somewhere, Ryan's just left. What, did he see me coming?
I'll get back to it.
Get back to it, yeah.
So, the buffalo spatchcock chicken. Again, I do enjoy chicken on the barbecue, even just from a midweek point of view.
Yeah.
Get home, light the fire.
Yeah.
and then it's just something that's dead easy. So yeah, no, did a buffalo rub, and then come to the end, I did a buffalo glaze. The only thing that was probably missing, which again a few people did say, is where's the sort of blue cheese sauce, which it would have made it a little bit better, but again, with it being a midweek, I mean,
a quick cook.
I couldn't be bothered making a blue cheese
I'm
sauce
just gonna
this week.
if people are watching on Instagram, get over to YouTube, you'll get a better experience. Go, okay. Saying that, how do you make your blue cheese? Sour cream, crumble blue cheese, bit of mayo.
Pretty much, yeah.
Salt.
There's a few there's a few different ones. Some have like sour cream, some have double cream, stuff like that. It's generally like there's about 3 ingredients. Any of them that have more than 3 or 4 ingredients, I don't bother. I can never be bothered. I just need something that's quick.
Yeah.
And I mean, the last time I did it, I didn't whiz it up. I just crumbled it in.
Yeah.
So I need
mustard powders in it. It's nice, but you could just use yellow mustard.
Yeah. Again, it's just So did a steak night.
Yeah.
Got some dry aged sirloins from Liam.
Yeah.
They were pretty good. Then with chips, mushrooms, cream spinach. You know, like the cream spinach on it. So
you can't beat it with steak. It just works, right? It's easy.
I get them.
It looks well on the plate with the steak, and it just tastes phenomenal.
A lot of the time, I get them.
Anchovies?
No.
Oh, you're missing out.
I got them. Them little. There's like a little Vesagian sauces, little steak sauces that you buy in the butchers.
Yeah.
Put them in that micro for 20 seconds. They're as good as making your own. You know, they're really good. So we just got a couple of them, really. And then to be honest, we're into UK BBQ week then.
Yeah.
And I've not far off done every night.
Yeah.
I think I missed one night. No, I missed
quite a few because I was at.
Actually, I missed 2 nights. I missed last night and I missed Friday as well. I did actually cook on a barbecue, but I didn't do the theme.
Yeah, I've missed a few just for reasons basically. I was at Fields to Fork one, but while you're doing that, shall I cover Fields to Fork quickly? Because I really talk about food wise.
Go for it.
Last weekend was Fields to Fork Festival in Stockport. It was the first year. Had an amazing lineup. A lot of sort of people that we're friends with in the community. So James Peck, Block Customs were there. Dan Merriman was there, MasterChef winner. Nikita, I forget second name, but previous MasterChef Professionals winner. The lineup was crazy. Lisa Goodwin-Allen. I was
really good for the first
year. It was unbelievable. Akhtar Islam, yeah. And all the demos were really good. Marcus was there. I was going to say Marcus the last, but Marcus Borden was there, who is like the...
You were fanboying, were you?
I was fanboying big time. The thing is, and I've said this before, I've said it loads, Marcus is one of them guys that he was probably the most prominent figure in UK BBQ when I knew there was about UK BBQ community. And I kind of, not starstruck, but you kind of think, you know, like when you come into a community, you obviously see the people who are like top of the game.
Yeah.
And you think that they're not really going to be interested in what you've got to say or what you're doing. Yeah. Marcus always has been, to the point where like we actually spoke a few times when I was first thinking, but probably about 18 months ago, about starting the Cheshire Barbecue School. Like I just messaged him randomly, asking about basically lesson plans and what his process is for writing a lesson plan and stuff like that. And it was literally just, can you give us a few tips? And I was expecting just, a few things like do this, don't do this.
Yeah.
And he said, give us your number, and he rang me. And we were on the phone for about an hour and a half. And ever since then, we spoke quite frequently, and I bumped into him at a few events, which is always nice. But it was really nice at that event because I was there for both days. And on the Saturday, like, got to spend a bit of time just sitting and chatting with him for ages. And then on the Sunday, like, was there with Anna and the kids and introduced him.
Yeah.
And Marcus is like a massive teddy bear. He's just like a lovely lad, and really generous with his time. So big shout out to Marcus for that, because I really do appreciate it. But the event itself, I think that's going to be one for. It's going to be up there for me with like Sizzlefest, Utopia, Fume. It's going to be. I'm going to be like, they've already put tickets on sale. On the Saturday, they sold all the tickets and they were happy with the ticket sales that they had for the whole weekend. And then on Saturday, on top of that, I heard this secondhand, so don't quote me on the numbers, but I heard, and the things that played out, which I'll come to sort of tie in with it, they had 700 people more pay on the gate on Saturday. 700 people just paid on the gate to come in. And me and my pal went on the Saturday, and they ran out of meat at the burger place.
Yeah, so you know it's...
Which they obviously were not expecting, because everything else on that event was run perfectly. Everything, there was no jankiness to it.
Yeah.
They had a big, massive, big music stage with some amazing like bands and singers on. The biggest Hawkstone bar in the world, which was one of their claims to fame. And then the food demo stage was slightly outside. Basically, wherever you went in the festival, you had to walk past the food demo stage, which I think was a really good idea, because that way you're going to get people involved in it who aren't just there like on a foodie hype. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the demos were all really good. Shout out to Alex, who we had on the podcast a couple of episodes ago when we were promoting the event with him. And he kind of compared the whole weekend on the food stage, and he absolutely smashed it out. How he didn't lose his voice, I'll never know. But yeah, he was just constantly, he was never boring. There was never awkward gaps. You know, even when there was questions that needed asking and people were like, an hour, and he was coming up and he was asking like it wasn't just like filler questions. They were really interesting questions. He was asking chefs about what they do and how they do it. So Fields to Fork Festival, it's on again May Bank Holiday weekend next year. Tickets are on sale. I would highly recommend you go. I know Mark was there because I bumped into Mark while we were there on the Saturday, and I think he'll back me up in saying how good it was. So yeah, get on it. But I was there both days, Saturday, Sunday.
Is that your excuse for not?
And yeah, so I didn't cook because I was just eating there, yeah. But I was still sharing stuff and all that, you know, doing my bit. But yeah, back over to you, mate.
Day one then.
Yeah.
Saucy Saturday.
Yeah.
We were talking about what we were going to do. I did meatballs. It was a Marcus.
I told Marcus.
It was a Marcus.
Yeah, he was very pleased.
And it's like you sort of just like colour the meatballs, and then you sort of create a barbecue sauce. It's out of like chopped tomatoes and stuff, or passata, and then barbecue sauce and different herbs and spices to create this like tomato barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really, really good. And then you finish it off with like loads of jalapenos and cheese on the top.
Yeah.
And then we had it with little sliders.
Nice.
Little mini sliders, you know, just to fit like one meatball on.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, it was bang on. Sunday was Sunday lunch with dessert. I did smoked turkey, roasties, cauliflower cheese. I did all that on the monolith. I then fired up the Ozpig. I did all my veg on the Ozpig, just charred them. So like parboiled some of the carrots and stuff, and then just got the top really hot, and then just charred each of them.
Yeah.
And then did stuff like, you know, like tender stem and stuff, and green beans and stuff. It was good. It was good. And then for pudding, I did like a chocolate brownie.
While you're talking, keep talking to me.
Go on.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to switch the camera so you don't feel weird about talking to yourself. I'm going to go, because you talked about the Ozpig. I'm going to get some. Let's see if I can do this.
Hopefully it doesn't drop.
No, be right.
That's the Ozpig. Is it? Have I got? Let me just get some tongs.
There you go.
Get some tongs.
So it's a cool little camping stove that is a camping stove, but you can cook on it. And then there's loads of different adapters. And it's great.
It is. It's really good.
Yeah, I've got one at home. I've only used it once because it's a bit fiddly to, when you get out of the box, you've got to scrape all that weird stuff off.
Yeah, I don't understand that, to be honest.
But it's really, really good. If you've got any Ozpig owners listening, do let us know. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, give us a shout. So yeah, I cooked all the veg on the Ozpig. I did the chocolate brownies. It was like almost like a melt in the middle type one.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were quite different. I don't really do like a lot of desserts on the barbecue, if I'm honest.
I don't think I've ever done.
I've done like chocolate molten lava cake. I've done burnt bash cheesecakes. I've done it, to be honest, I've done a fair few bits. But
well, remember when I went to Stowe in December?
You had the...
And I had the burnt tart. I said I was going to do it, and I haven't. So I'm going to... It's a faff, though. I think desserts are a faff.
Yeah, I only did it because it was on UK BBQ.
Yeah.
I would have never done it. I'd have probably just bought a shop wall.
Yeah,
I'd have bought a shop wall, if I'm honest. But just why I get involved, you know.
I like it, mate.
Get involved with me mate Sue. So Monday was Money Saving Monday. So, I mean, we were thinking wings, weren't we? What I thought was...
Then they had a wing Wednesday, didn't they?
They had wing Wednesday. So what I thought I'd just do a bit of a platter, like a money saving platter. So, I mean, for me, money saving platter has got to have wings.
Yeah.
Jalapeno poppers, smoked cream cheese.
Yeah.
And then I did like a selection of hot links.
This was on the, what day was this?
Monday.
Day
3.
I'm going to go back.
Day 3.
And have a look.
So yeah, there was 3 different types of hot links. There was jalapeno and cheese. There was hot honey, and there was just cheesy Texas. So a real mixture of hot links.
Was that Monday?
Yeah, I did Money Saver Monday.
Yeah, but I think I'm trying to remember what. So what date was it? How do you get it by? How do you get it? Oh, you've not got an iPhone, have you?
No, rubbish.
How do you get the date? So what date was Monday then?
I haven't got my phone because I'm gone live.
Let me have a look. Because obviously I did take part in some. So that was the 5th. Okay. Go on, keep going.
So yeah, selection of hot links. Again, if anyone's never done like hot smoked cream cheese on a barbecue, I think you should do it. That with crackers is unbelievable.
What cream cheese did you use?
So I do like a mixture, right, of just full fat cream cheese.
Yeah,
I add
just Aldi.
Just generally, yeah, like Aldi or whatever. Add just a handful of cheddar, sprinkling of cheddar.
Yeah,
a couple of tablespoons of your favorite barbecue rub.
Yeah,
and it just makes it taste like unbelievable, So that was Money Saver Monday.
That's why I didn't post anything on the Monday, because I didn't do Money Saver. I was barbecuing, but I was the opposite of Money Saver.
Have you seen the cups?
I was the opposite.
Flaming Food cups.
Flaming Food. It's not happening this year, so we're having our own little Flaming Food here today.
Indeed. Flaming Food.
Yeah, I did the opposite of Money Saving on that Monday.
What did you? Oh, you did a brisket, didn't you? Something
brisket, ribs.
Yeah, no, I text you saying, yeah, I'd like to see it. I text you saying, oh, at least you're taking part in Money Saving.
So I didn't post anything, yeah.
Tuesday was Taco Tuesday. You did take part in Taco Tuesday. We did the same.
Yeah.
We did the same thing.
I did steak.
Oh, we did steak.
I was going to do
brisket.
Yeah, and then you said you didn't. I said, well, I'll do something else, because I had steaks as well, so yeah.
Yeah, I just had some leftover brisket. Again, that UK brisket that I had a couple of weeks ago. Backpacked it in the freezer. So, yeah, banged it.
Let us know. There's 7 people watching live, so let us know. Have you took part up to this point?
Yeah, what have you cooked?
You cooked on each day?
Yeah, so brisket tacos, I smashed them down on a plancha.
Yeah,
with a bit of cheese, sort of crystal. So it was like a, what they call it, frico or whatever. Frico, whatever. When you get like a.
Oh yeah,
you get like a nice caramelized cheese. So I did that onto the wrap or onto the tortilla, whatever you want to call it. And then I had.
Did you use flour tortillas?
No, shop ball.
No, shop ball.
I couldn't be bothered, to be honest.
So it was a mix of.
It was shop ball. It was shop
ball.
It was shop ball. I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest with you. So I just, I just thought, bit of pickled onions, coriander on the top. I think I even did some jalapeno on it.
Yeah.
Bit of jalapeno sauce, quite a bit of salsa on it as well.
Yeah.
Day 4 was Wing Wednesday. Now, I didn't officially take part in Wing Wednesday. It was a little bit of a throwback to me. It was pictures that I had from probably 3 or 4 years ago, where I did a Dr. Pepper wings.
Yes, I've seen.
So Dr. Pepper wings, pickled celery, and a blue cheese sauce.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that for me, if you've never had pickled celery, I mean, it's actually quite good, actually. I couldn't believe how good it was.
I love it. See, I like celery.
I can't taste it.
I like celery in stuff. You see people just like chomping down on celery. It's not for me.
No, it's not for me.
It's a weird smell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's an odd smell.
It's a bit weird.
It's not off-putting. Cucumber's off-putting for me.
I don't mind.
Oh, that's what I've got to do. The Asian salad.
Oh, yeah, Asian salad.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I'll do that in a bit.
So that was Wing Wednesday. The only reason I didn't actually cook the wings on Wing Wednesday is because I went to Tom Bateman's, celebrated it.
Moving in there, mate.
I know. That's all. I was talking to him for about half an hour. He must have thought.
Looking over his shoulders with a chef.
He must have thought.
He must have thought.
Like, can we just go away so I can actually do my work? But he done like a barbecue night, not in conjunction with UK BBQ week, just pure coincidence.
Yeah.
He done, that was his first night, so like once a month or once a week, once a month. I can't remember what it is, but he's gonna do like a barbecue set menu. So he did like, you got like a grilled bread with a miso onion butter. The bread was like a crumpet. I don't know how they do that, like whether it's a crumpet bread or I seen something like in the shops like crumpet bread. So whether it's something similar, but Anyway, it's like the bread. I'd never had anything like it in my life.
No, must do something to make it more.
I think it's just the batter. You must have to whip the batter up or something.
Or maybe it's a different type of yeast.
Well, this was nice, and it had this miso onion butter. Then for the main, you get like a big platter of chicken thighs, beef rump, pork chops, all like different. Like it's like black garlic pork chops.
Yeah.
Like different, like done different ways on the barbecue. And then he had like sides and sauces. So they had like sauces of like salsa verde, mojo rojo, whipped feta with chili oil. I mean, the mojo rojo for me was.
I love whipped feta.
Yeah, but that mojo rojo, which is like it's a Tenerife red sauce, is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, and I'm hoping that our sauce today tastes a little bit similar.
It's nice. That's like a really good one to have as like a base when you just want to elevate veggies. Yeah, it's not like it's not sauce that you like pouring over sauce. It's like a thick sauce. Well, they look good.
Yeah, they look nice, them, don't they?
Yeah, they look really good.
That one's not charring up enough. That.
Yeah.
Starting to char up these.
That's what we want.
That one isn't, man. It needs to get a little bit hotter, really, but we'll get it. It'll get that.
Yeah.
Just like one on there.
I mean, that's the only thing with them, the Oz pig. It's a little bit. Are you coming back?
No, you can do it if you want.
It's all right. It's that they're a little bit thingy, aren't they? There's no dials. Yeah, it's literally all about. It's just feel, the look of it.
It's just getting wood on.
But that's part of the fun, I think.
I think it's dead fun to cook on, you know.
Yeah.
It's so fun to cook on. I couldn't believe how fun it was, and I was surprised how easy it was to control. If I'm honest with you, if you don't have to move the plate forward and back, to help the airflow, and then you pull the plate out a little bit more. They've got flames licking out the back now, so
yeah.
Again, I only need it. It's for a sauce anyway. It doesn't actually need to be cooked.
Yeah,
they're just adding a bit of flavour, really.
And with you get a bag with it, so you can take it camping and stuff like that. I mean, you wouldn't go walking up hills with it. Let's be honest. But if you're in your car and you go camping, it's a cracking little bit of kit.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, really good.
I quite like sitting here. I just quite like sitting in here and just having it on, and then you can just chill out and bit of heat. Because again, I mean, at night it does drop. I mean, it hasn't always been this temperature. It does drop a little bit. So where we are now. So Flintlock obviously had the full platter.
Yep.
I mean, you get everything, like everything that's on the menu, you basically get. And they did like sides of these like crispy potatoes in like a garlic cream sauce, and then they were like almost like grilled new potatoes almost, or something like grilled new potatoes with, and then in like a sauce, a garlic cream sauce with crispy onions on the top.
Right.
So I mean, that was quite nice.
Even accomplished chefs use crispy onions.
Crispy onions. They made them himself, or they were packet.
Why would you?
Well,
Why would you? Why would you?
Well, I mean, with then I do them than your favourite hispy.
I love a bit of hispy. Yeah.
So like charred hispy, but then he put like must have been like a blue cheese of some kind through it, and it was sort of just like you just got little pops of like blue flavour, the flavour of the blue cheese, only very like small amounts. You know what I mean? It wasn't like overpowering, because blue cheese can be like, I think, can be quite overpowering sometimes.
But like the hispy is, I know what you mean. Like, but with the good thing about hispy that I found is I've just been putting like different butters on it. So I've done it like with a chili butter, I've done it with a rosemary butter. I've just got a new book, that Thomas Straker book. He does it.
I've got him on Instagram. Like,
the book's really
good stuff.
The book's really good because, and I don't mean this in any sort of detriment to the 8-Bit Live podcast I do, mate. If you want a better experience watching, head over to the YouTube channel, because we've got multiple cameras and the sound's probably a lot better. So yeah, head over to the YouTube channel. It's like just really rusticy stuff, I think. And when he plates it, it's no faff. Do you know what I mean? It's like chicken. You seen the one where he just does chicken and mashed potato and gravy?
Yeah. I've seen loads. Yeah, there's loads of stuff that I see in it, but it always makes it look like really tasty.
Yeah. He's Cavallonero pasta. It was really good. Really.
Yeah, no, I went
it's like super green.
When we went to Tom Bateman's a few weeks ago, and we had the tasting menu and that. he done like a chicken skin butter then.
Yeah.
It's like eating a roast dinner. It was honestly, I felt like I was eating a roast dinner, but I was eating bread and butter.
It's mad.
I was eating bread and butter, and it was almost as good as a roast dinner.
Yeah.
The flavour was unbelievable. How you can get that into a butter?
Yeah.
It must take some time though.
He does loads, doesn't he, that Straker? He's got a butter business and he sells it, doesn't he? Sells butter. But
yeah, and then we had eating mess for dessert. It's good.
I like eating mess because I like meringue. I'm not a big fruit guy. Fruit's not my vibe.
It's like strawberries and like strawberries and
purees. Purees. I don't mind it's purees. When it's like real fruit, I don't know. I can't get along with it. It was like chunks of fruit. I don't like it.
It wasn't like full. I don't think it was like full chunks of fruit. I can't really. I'm trying to think now. It's more purees. But again, like you
don't mind that.
However how they do it, they make the fruit taste more like the fruit than it actually is, which is absolutely mad. Like how that is the case, but they do.
Sugar.
They do. Like, and then that brings me to day 6 of UK BBQ week, which was VE day.
Yeah.
Again, I really struggled with this day. I did because it's like.
Well, do you know what I thought? Not because I was thinking should have taken part,
And then you didn't.
And then I didn't. And then I got up today and I was seeing everyone's thing and I thought, why didn't I do fish and chips?
Fish and chips, pie.
Fish and chips was the only thing that wasn't rationed during the war.
Well, I did ham, egg and chips.
Yeah, it was a good shout. Yours looked really good.
Ham, egg and chips. And then what I did is use that jalapeno stuff for a glaze. Yeah. And because I was like messing about, going like, I'm gonna have to do a glaze. And then I just thought, I'd said to her, like, we've got whole grain mustard, have we got honey in? And then I just thought, do you know what? It's peri-peri. It's already there. It's peri-peri glaze. I just literally just poured it over. And do you know what? The glaze was like bang on, to be fair.
It's really good. We've used it in the pico de gallo. Because pico de gallo's got chopped jalapenos in it. But can you grab it there? Yeah, I'll grab it. We'll give a little shout out because he did send us a couple. See you, mate. See you. Good job. On here. The jalapenos sauces with lots of different flavors, and it's just like Dex said, the peri-peri one. Well, I've just used this and chopped it, and it just makes the pico de gallo. I mean, pico de gallo is nice anyway on its own, just with standard, but with that in, it's just phenomenal. Welcome Pit Life Barbecue to the YouTube. I think you'll find that the images are a lot better and the sound's probably better as well. Give you a little taste of what Deck's doing over there, messing around with the Oz pig, charring off these chilies.
That's all.
Chilies, lemons.
Yeah, we got some lemons. They're already done now. They're already over here ready.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a mixture over here ready to just whiz it up with some oil, bay leaves, garlic, and parsley, a little bit of paprika, salt, and a little bit of sugar, just for the peri-peri sauce.
Yeah. Ryan's doing a charred potato salad today. Good man, good man. Piles in, Potter's Food and Travels, ribs, beef cheeks, sausage, brisket, feather blade sides, Texas in my world cuisine. Good man. Ed's barbecues in. He says, no, I'm late. What did I miss? Not much, mate. Just our lovely white legs and our socks and
get changed over.
Socks and slider combo. I'm going to make that salad in a minute because it won't take long.
Yeah.
So what we'll do in a minute, when you're ready to do that, let me know. I'll stand on this side.
Would you like to be that?
And we can put the other camera on and do it.
Well, if you're doing that, I'll get the beers in if you want.
Okay.
I'll get the beers in if you're going to do this. Because I'll be gasping in a minute.
Yeah. Anyone who's watching on Instagram, if you head over to YouTube, you'll get a much better experience as Pit Life Barbecue Podcast is now finding out. Welcome, mate. I do know which podcast that is. And I do watch you. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Right, I'm going to change the cameras. I'm going to go and do me salad. I'll probably better do that on that side.
You need to come around, Jess. Just push that over and then do it. And be honest, I'll just quickly grab these beers.
Yeah.
Might be a sec.
You bring some more wipes out, please, mate.
They're
on there.
They're just on the
lovely jubbly. So as far as live broadcast go, are we doing better than Gino De Campo or what? I don't actually need, do I? So I need that. I need some carrots. I need a cucumber. Spring onions. And a chili. Super simple. I do need another bowl though. Turned up that. I'd recommend you get one of these like big peelers. Doing stuff's great for coleslaw if you're doing carrots. Yeah, did you get another bowl as well, mate, for the salad?
Yeah, 1 second, Mark.
I can't remember what's in the dressing. If you're watching on Instagram, get over to the YouTube channel. It's much better. There's a party going on. I think there's about 10 people in there laughing at us. Asian salad, basically ribbons of cucumber.
Here's the bowl, your lovely assistant.
Glamorous Debbie McGee. Cucumber stinks, man.
I don't mind it. Oh, do you want the seeds left in these or not?
Don't mind, mate.
Yeah, but I'm for you.
I don't mind.
I'm easy, mate.
Yeah, I've just recommended everyone get a wide cutter for doing.
Yeah, I need to get one.
Don't get this one.
Get this one that we had at the pop-up. We had one at the pop-up.
So I got that. You want to remember the things that you buy on Amazon where you push the thing down and it chops everything for it?
Yeah.
I bought one of them. It come with a little green cutter and it's like amazing. Like the sharpest thing ever. It's serrated. So I bought this for doing like cabbages because it's wider, but it's at a slant. So I'll keep going down at a slant and then pulling it off. It'll be fine. So carrot, cucumber. Is this rubbish?
Can do, mate.
Remember, if you're watching on Insta, get over to the YouTube channel. Better experience. And then, so I've got carrot, cucumber. I'm going to go in with some spring onion.
Wipe that out.
And then I'll very quickly in a minute talk about what I've been cooking.
Yeah, come on.
Because it's not a lot.
Make sure we're not going to...
I'm trying to think what way is the best way to chop these for this salad. What about this?
We're not far off now. We've just literally got to get the hot links. As soon as the hot links are done, we're pretty much
Ready to play up.
Ready to play up. For me, we just pull the pork and everything. And just chop me the end off that. Thank you. I'll whiz these up in a minute.
So the green bits, I'm not going to waste them. I'm going to cut the crusty bits off, and I'm going to fine slice some rings as well. Some spring onion.
It's forever, that.
Yeah.
Loads of fuel.
It's restricted airflow, isn't it? Right, okay. Clean my hands.
We're all waiting in anticipation for what Steve's been cooking.
So,
it's up to you. You're the one that doesn't like spice.
I don't. So you're making me out to be a right fanny. I don't mind spice. I just don't love it like you love it.
You don't have a top 10 favourite chilli?
No, I don't have a favourite chilli. To me, that's the thing. You know, it's either hot or it's not. There's no that thing. How long now? How long now? Shall I scratch my eyes in a minute?
That's done.
Got in a red chilli.
That's ready. Is that up? Get that whizzed up.
Right.
When you're ready, I want to just get the seeds out of this because it's too big to leave the seeds in it.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I've got this. I don't think I wrote it down. Josh Green, head over to the YouTube channel, mate. You'll get a much better experience. Lucy's Bar and Grill, head over to the YouTube channel. Let's have a look at this. So,
I don't know.
Sorry, mate.
I'm going to slice this. That'll do. It's hard enough.
I'll go around this side.
Spread out this as well. Lovely. Well, add a little one already in it.
This one.
Add a little one already in it.
Let's have a look if anyone's saying anything on the podcast. The Shack is awesome, says Ed's Barbecue. I like that you're finally doing an episode from the Shack. That's how we're rolling, mate. Could be the way forward if you love it. I found your show about a month ago. Went back and listened from the beginning. Got caught up today. I'm enjoying what you guys are doing. Says Pit Life Barbecue Podcast. Thank you, man. Yeah, in the UK, it's slightly different vibes to the scene, but you know we all love the same thing. But it's great to have you here, pal. Let's have a look here now. What's I'm trying to find the recipe that I had for the Asian dressing. Here we go. Sorted.
I'm just always that up, man. Quickly whiz it up.
My eyeball is always fine. So I'm going with a little bit of vinegar. A little bit of sesame oil.
What is the time, by the way?
What's the time? Yeah. 5 to 2. A little bit of maple syrup, sweetness. Soy sauce, lacto sauce. I brought this, by the way, mate.
Oh, Firefly Korean.
Firefly Korean chili crunch oil. It's phenomenal. You got to try it out. So good. Is it now? Some pineapple as well. And then black and white sesame seeds. How's that looking?
I'll have a quick taste now. Show everyone. I mean, it's just really easy. I mean, there's not really much to it, to be honest. It's just
bit of salt.
So charred lemon, charred peppers, oil.
Did we have a spoon if it was been used? Using it. I use forks, fine.
Use a fork, please. So I mean, that's just been whizzed up, as you can see. It's a great consistency. Brilliant, man, to be fair. I want to have a quick taste of that now.
So,
might be a bit
I actually detest cucumber. Well, I'm very aware I'm in the minority, so I'm used to making dishes with cucumber. This is the Asian style salad. Smells phenomenal. Do I taste, seeing as you like cucumber?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'll taste it in a bit. I'll taste it when we're done. I'll taste it when
I'm out of confidence. No, I'm alright.
I'm a little taste. The Giles taste unbelievable, so I know it'll taste nice.
That does look good, though. Yeah, it looks good.
It's a bit garlicky, but I mean, it's when it's on the chicken, it's nice. Yeah.
Bit of salt, I reckon.
Oh, smidgen. I've already put some salt in it.
I'm a salty guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to chop my chives now, just so it's done.
I'm going to check these.
And then I'll jump in the chat. So if you've got any questions, anything you want to say, anything you want to ask, or even just want to shout anything out on a podcast, please put it in the comments.
Hot links are done. I mean, this has been on since 11 last night. It's still running at 120 degrees. So
now, I think it is probably worth saying. And trust me on this. We're not just saying it to be brown noses, because we're not. Like, I wouldn't do that. But I have found, since using this Kamado at my house, same one that you've got here.
Yeah.
I've just found it really easy to dial in.
Yeah.
Like, really easy. And
I weren't sure.
Flavours are easy. That's kind of the beauty of them, to do that anyway. But I've just found this is like breeze. Right, got some chives there. What I'll do that in a minute, I'll clean down this area, put the tray in, and put the camera on.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to.
So I'll chop some pickles then.
That's this tray. There's the tray. You just fold it underneath or what? You're going to have to just. You're gonna do. I'll let you. You're more fancy with all that than me, mate.
I won't be able to sleep at night if we don't do this, man.
So that's it, really. Barbecue's off. So barbecue's off for the first time since midnight.
I used to do at the restaurant when I was being fancy.
What? Crisp it all up? What, from shop?
Yeah. See what's up, man.
Right, go on then. So let's get the proteins. Do you want one chicken half?
Shall I bring this camera closer then?
Yeah.
So I'm going to move the camera, people. So don't.
Do you want one chicken half?
Oh.
Or do you want both of them?
Don't mind.
I think we don't need to, but I mean, that's what it is, really. So if we plate it and then move it back over there, yeah?
Yeah.
Your space over there, by the way. Plenty of space to do whatever over there. So plated and then gone.
Right, I'm going to chop some bits here.
Whatever fancy bits you need to do.
So we're going to get some pickles on the go. Big juicy pickles. They've put all the big ones at the top.
We've got some serious food here, by the way.
Yeah. I'll take a talkie back.
Right. Do you want to would you like to glaze that and get it on?
What is it?
That's a chicken half there. You've got a chicken.
This cutting board. You never know. Health and safety could be watched in. Don't want to use me veg board for chopping.
Got some what?
You've got them, mate. Yeah.
They're only white though, they're not great. Yeah, I don't got any don't think I've got any the things underneath. To pull them.
Right, okay. So what am I doing with this chicken?
Just glazing with that.
Brushing it on.
Just brush it on, that's fine. Don't worry about putting it back on. I'm not.
Well, to be honest, this thing will just go straight on there then. And I'll glaze it while it's on there now.
That's fine.
Well, you take it out because my hands are wet, so it's going to be in.
What I'll do is I'll give it to. I was going to give it to you and let you
We're keeping any of this from here.
No, just let it. No. Right. Oh, it's good. I mean, these look juicy.
Whack them on this yellow tray, mate.
Oh, my mat.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for my hands are still wet, so.
What is saying to that?
I hope you're watching. So we're going to dress this tray.
Look at that.
We're going to the centre rib for the tray.
Yeah. Give me that. Everything that's done
You
goes.
can put a bit more on if you want.
No, that's fine, mate. Everything that goes done is can go over there. Oh, they're doing enough for the ribs are flying out, are they? Nice. So that tray is done. There's a chicken half there. That's brilliant. Do you want just a handful of pulled pork?
Yeah, like a decent boiled up. Oh, you got good there, mate.
Looking good.
Yeah.
You don't want these bones, do you?
Belting that.
You don't want these bones?
No.
We'll have them straight in the bin, yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh,
Look at that. Look at this, boys. I think it's probably worth mentioning all the meat today is from Liam at the Catering Butcher. I think anyone who listens to it regular knows fly the flag for Liam because it was an exceptional job.
I mean, this is juicy, to be fair.
I think I just...
There you go. Look how juicy that is.
Yeah. Are you pulling that?
I'll pull it, yeah. Oh, shit. Excuse me, French. I mean, that chicken looked bang on, to be fair, as well.
Yeah, all looks good, mate.
So, again, I mean, I'll just try not to burn my hands too much because I haven't got any, I haven't got anything under these gloves.
So I've cut some in like burnt ends style.
Where do you want the pulled pork going? Because I'm going to
corner.
give it a real...
Just ball it and put
Ball.
it corner there, yeah. Oh, it's good, that, mate. Really good. And then I'm going to cut a couple of almost brisket-like slices.
I'm going to let that cool a smidge before I pull the rest of that because I'm going to absolutely
Super hot.
burn my hand. I mean, it's worth noting that this was off 4 hours ago. I mean, I can't even touch it. It's that hot. Eyes up. Some really nice bits there. Yes, mate. Yes, Pam. Just give me that one.
There you go. Okay. What do you want? Slice next, mate? Hot.
How many do you want? 1 or 2?
Let's go 2, mate. Greedy
2.
bastards, aren't we? Yeah.
Some bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger slice.
Good lads, aren't we?
Yeah, man.
Hot linkos. They're beasts, these hot links. Absolute beasts. Look at the girthy of it. Sorry.
Not very girthy. Just 2 there. I'll just chuck 2 off into this little tray here. Tray can go, can't it?
Yeah. I think the problem we're going to have here is finding room for us.
Yeah.
We'll find room. We'll find room. Don't worry.
I'll just pull some of this and then.
So I'm going to put a pile of pickles on this side. I'm going to put a pile of pickles on this side. So I'm going to put...
Look at that. Do you want to try a piece of that? Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Just try one on the outside though.
Oh, yeah.
It tastes very Chinese.
Yeah, it does. Chelsea comes with super tender.
See how juicy it is?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Are you putting any more on there?
No.
We're putting a sauce on it?
No.
No.
I'm happy to eat unsauced.
Let's...
I'm quite happy. It's flavourful.
on them.
Just top it with that, yeah. The enemy flaming on, that's all. Right.
So meat, we're done.
Meat, we're done.
Okay. Pico de gallo is small one.
Yes.
No, that's potato salad. So I'm going to
check these gloves off for a minute. Because it's...
here with potato salad.
Foil these back up. They can go back in the...
We need to get some photographs of it as well.
You'll have to do the awful now.
Yeah.
Mine's on live duties.
I'll make a little bit of room there. I'm going to bring those pickles over here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the Asian salad next to the...
Asian salad. These done now, these potato salads.
Got it.
Lovely. I'm back at that.
Like that. I'm gonna go. Pico de gallo.
This is like ultimate. Yeah.
I'd pay good money for this.
Yeah, so would I.
You want loads of pico. Trust me, the pico is next level. What are we missing?
So, we need to just... I'll get some of this.
Yeah. Just want to put...
Yeah, please, man. I'll get this one. I'll use this one. Okay.
Doing all right, eh, mate?
I do, yeah. Right, that's enough sauerkraut. Get it out to the other side. Okay. Done with Asian slaw.
Asian slaw.
Done with pico de gallo.
Yeah. Red on.
I want some next on. Got a bit of a secret here.
Secret.
McDonald's sweet curry sauce. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to drizzle them.
Yeah, it'll drizzle, mate. It'll drizzle.
It's not drizzling that well, mate.
Right, I'm going to get some pictures and I'll do some close-ups on the camera. Maybe I'm happy with that. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm well happy. Mate, I feel like it's Christmas all over again when I did that other one.
Get some from this side.
I think
that beef just looks next level. Oh. So again, a shout out to the people who make a lot of this podcast possible. Leon from Catering Butcher, Clem and Globalta UK, who we just use predominantly that charcoal. It is so good, and I think you'll agree. We've done all right. So I'll just get this shot. That light on, yeah. Line break for the video.
Want to hold there, anything?
Yeah.
Want to hold up to the camera?
I'll bring the camera in. Right, I'm going to bring the camera in, people.
Camera in.
Sorry if the camera angle's not been fantastic, but you know, so it doesn't
what doesn't burn against the Osby.
Just so it don't fall out.
On.
You got it?
Yeah, man.
What do you think, people? Are we doing all right, or what? Do let us know. Right.
Considering like there's not even that much. Considering what we've just made, there's not really much mess.
No. Am I in the shot? I can't see. No, I'll get them. I'll move that way. It doesn't need to be facing over there now, does it? All right, I'll sort my shandy out because I'm a driver.
I mean, that looks absolutely outrageous, mate.
If I ordered that, I'd be over the moon.
That's outrageous.
Cheers, mate.
Them beef ribs.
Well done. They turn out really well. I'm going to go in with... So I've cut like bite-sized pieces there. These are bite-sized pieces that you can get like pico on.
Yeah, go on then.
And then they're slices.
That with a big organ. I think Firefly changed the recipe slightly on Black Magic. I don't message him about him. It's more herby.
You think?
Yeah, I think there's a bit more like rosemary.
I suppose you get slight discrepancies from batch to batch, though.
I just think this batch that we've got, can you taste the rosemary in that, though? Yeah. You can sort of really taste the rosemary and thyme coming through.
How nice is the pico with the fatty meat, though?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I can't believe how nice that is. That's just outrageously good. I'm throwing it everywhere, aren't I? Yeah. That's the best bit. Tom.
That's so good.
That's the best bit.
So good.
How good are them ribs?
Crazy.
Nice. I mean, look at that with the sauerkraut and the cheesy hot link with sauerkraut and curry sauce.
I mean, that just works.
Yeah. What are you going for next?
That works really well, actually. That works better than I thought it would.
I know.
I didn't, because I can't.
That tastes so good.
I love Liam's hot links to the point where I can just eat them with nothing. But that, it's weird. It changes the whole thing.
It changes as you're eating it as well.
That's crazy.
We did this last time, though.
I know. I know.
It's ethical.
Right, I'm going to go Indian style potato salad.
Indian style potato salad, then. Oh, man.
That's a nice palate cleanser.
With the fine meat. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm going to have to have another hot link. That's how good them hot links are. With the sauerkraut. I can't believe how good that is.
So what I'm going to do is, we got another fork.
No.
No?
What's spoon? Yeah.
Give us a glove, because I'll have the chicken. See what people are saying. Oh, the chat's kicked off a little bit. I'll come to the messages, the comments in a minute. Keep them coming. Let us know what you think.
So this is our pit barrel chicken.
Yeah.
Pit barrel chicken. Skibbity Riz pit barrel chicken.
Don't judge me on this carving. I just can't wait to get into it. So I'm just going for it. Do you know what? I was watching on there. So
no, mate, yeah, that's fine. We've not had anything on there.
I think there's still a little bit of bone in the top there.
Thanks, man. Come on. That's the dogs.
I might dig in.
That's Got that piece there with that skin. Smoke flavour. It's got really good smoke flavour, that, you know. With that,
The smoke.
the orange wood.
That's a different. You can tell it's a smoke I've not had before, if that makes sense. It's smoky, but
It's a different flavour profile.
it is a different flavour. If I had one criticism,
What?
I like a lot of salt.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only thing I'd say.
Salt that. It's because it's in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's breast. Like breast is different.
Cut one of them pieces up then. It's got a bit of a kick to it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. Get some salt on it. Make a big difference. Salt just makes it 10 times better.
All right, from bone.
Bit of bone.
Mm.
Now I've added that salt, it feels like it's
It's a lot of
weirdly. And the sauce.
right in the bin.
That's really good.
There's nothing I'm not unhappy with this week right now.
No. Pulled pork.
Yeah, go on then.
I've got a bit of the crispy.
Yeah, I fancy the bit with the Korean bit on.
The curry and stuff. I'm even going to go with a little bit.
They're going to do slaw as well.
Yeah, but I don't like
Cucumber.
cucumber, so I get everything else but. Whoops. I think we smashed it, mate. That's a tray and a half.
Oh man, it tastes like I mean a Chinese meal, man.
That's a tray and a half. Oh, it's so good. Favourite?
Ribs.
Beef ribs. It was always going.
Oh, the hot thing.
It was always going. Mine's a beef rib. I mean, it's very close.
Awesome. That char siu flavour comes through.
Yeah, it does.
Like, considering it's all been on the outside, it absolutely comes through. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I think beef ribs. Beef ribs with the and we're doing that again with the pickled guile.
It's just so simple.
It's unbelievable how good that
You
is.
can go crazy with it. I used to do
Over how good that recipe is.
I actually do a salsa verde with it. It does a similar thing. I think because it's fresh,
Yeah, I
sharp.
think that's what it is, yeah.
The fattiness of the beef, it kind of levels it out. It doesn't feel
Well, it's also
super fatty.
the sweetness on with the jalapenos.
Yeah, that makes me.
I know I don't like sweet beef, but
It works though.
wow,
It doesn't make the beef sweet. It just has a sweet element to it. You know what I mean?
that's unbelievable.
And have another Indian potato,
I have an Indian potato.
and then I'm going to sit back on the couch. Should we cover that up?
Yeah.
Bit of foil.
Yeah, but cover up. Finish trying to run them.
Yeah.
Finish this.
Oh, like we just thought we eat it now.
Well, I don't with that conversation, Steve.
Ah, that was class. If you're on Instagram, head over to the YouTube channel. More camera angles. Another shower, by the way. Sean at Orby. These things are class. I use them at the Cheshire BBQ school where I teach lessons, and
They've been resting in it all night. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, they've been resting in this since probably about 11 o'clock, haven't
phenomenal. Let's have a look where we were up to.
they?
Sean, literally, just as I mentioned him, he mentioned a bit about he's got to go. Keep up the great work, guys. Food looked epic. Cheers, buddy. Matt says, "What's your guys' preferred charcoal?" So I've always used birch just because it's what I've always used and I've gone to. But I started to use the oak version from the Baltic. Yeah, I actually really like it with beef. So doing steaks or anything like that, because you're cooking steaks fast. It's hard to get smoke flavour into them, but you can. It does make a difference slightly.
Yeah, I've never really been that fussed really. I've always used Big K, KJ Big Block, or Glow Baltic. I mean, obviously we're using Glow Baltic at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the barbecue's been on since 11 o'clock last night, and it's still ticking over now. I don't even think I've even turned events down, to be honest, but I'll do it in a minute. But it's been ticking over. I mean, we actually might be good in a minute if we have a look at see what's left.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's been going since 11 last night, and what we're on 2, 3 o'clock now. So
yeah. So what's that? That's like
14,
15 hours.
14, 15 hours.
The thing is, I am a big advocate for Global Baltic. I'm ambassador for them, and that's not the only reason why I shout about them all the time. I became an ambassador because I was using it and I was really happy with it. Always have been. And once I found that, I just never really went elsewhere. I have used.
I'm not an ambassador for Global Baltic, so I can give you a full appraisal. But I mean,
I've used Big K. Big K's fine.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and go, "Oh, Big K, it's no good." I'm not going to say that. But all I'll say is, when I find something that works, as long as it's consistently working, why would I change it?
Yeah.
And yeah, they sponsored Fields to Fork last week as well. They supplied all the fuel. They supply. I think it was something. Do you remember when they did all the Michelin stars? It was something. I can't remember the exact statistic. I think I mentioned it in one of the other episodes. Out of whatever it was, stars that were awarded in the UK, like 13. I think there was like 9 or 10 of them.
Used Global
Baltic, the chefs. So I mean, that's got to mean something, surely. Pit Life Barbecue says that looks tremendous. Thank you, buddy. Looks delicious, lads, says Mark. Unbelievable, says Ryan. Good man. Liam's in. He's just got on his bike. I hope you hadn't got us on in the shop, Liam. We've just been flying the flag for your gear. Perfection right there says Pit Life, thanks, mate. And then Liam says, Hot Link, take over.
I'm looking, mate. We'll be doing hot links all week.
I know. You're going to be making a lot of hot links. Yeah, again, it has to be said, we do shout about a lot of different things, whether it's charcoal, whether it's how impressed we are with Monolith, the Oz Pig, and it's things that we use. But I think one of the things that consistently we can agree on is Liam's hot links.
Yeah,
he's absolutely nailed them. And it's not been a case of he's just gone, oh, right, I need to make hot links. I'm going to go online and find a recipe. Liam's been working on this recipe probably 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he first did them, and they're a different. They were good then, but they're a different league now. So he's like honed his recipe for these hot links, and he's absolutely smashing out of the park. People are ordering them now up and down the country. I know Chris Woodfire Feast has had some off him. Adam Alfresco and Steve have had them.
Adam went the other day.
Yeah. So there's been people. It's not just a case of he's our pal, so we're gonna say his stuff's good. Like people are trying them, and going, oh, flipping out. Actually, they are really, really good. So that's off to you, mate. But yeah, I think. What do you think of the live stream?
Yeah, it was good, to be honest. I'm terrible. Like when I cook, I struggle talking when I'm cooking because I'm concentrating. But it was actually all right, to be fair.
Yeah,
it was actually okay.
I think we could definitely do it again. I think now we've done one.
Yeah, well, we'll just do a couple, like 2 or 3, yeah. Or or maybe a bit more than that. Because remember, like the Christmas one, we did a banging cook-up at Christmas. We could have done that live, really. The Christmas cook was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And then this has been, to be honest, like I would use some of them recipes.
Yeah.
Absolutely now. Like I mean that the beef rib, I'll be doing that again.
Yeah, the beef is class.
Definitely with the hot links.
Yeah.
Again, I love the chicken with the peri-peri anyway. Again, the char siu and the sort of Asian style. Again, if you put that on a brioche.
Yeah.
With maybe a bit of sides of like egg fried rice or noodles and stuff.
Yeah.
Or even add that to like a broth or noodles.
Or even add it to a rice, so it's like a special fried rice. Like chop it rather than just roll it. Like do it like chop pulled pork.
Really good.
And add it to rice and have like a Asian style sauce with it, like a hoisin or something like that. That'd be banging.
Yeah.
But there's nothing
on that.
Other than the cucumber.
There's nothing on that plate that I'm not.
No.
That's exactly that way I envisage.
Yeah.
I mean, at Christmas, we didn't really not that we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know how it was going to turn out.
We literally didn't know what we were doing until we just went, should we do this? Yeah, let's just do this.
But it turned out really good. Like, obviously, we've planned this, and it's turned out exactly how we planned it.
Yeah, it looked good on the tray. It was a good, decent tray. I would be happy with that in a restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're blowing smoke up our own backsides here, but credit where credit's due. Both the same hot links you got me last week, Deck. Cactus.
Yes.
Ryan says hot links from Liam are the best I've had. That's high praise from Liam. Ryan. Ryan knows his stuff. I think probably it's worth now touching on. So I didn't do a lot of cooking But I did do. We spoke about the. We both went to Great British Food Festival, and Ryan was there yesterday. We bumped into the. Let me get this up now.
We bumped into Daddy Bear Grills and Lumberjacks. They were
we were having a quick chat with them. They were at the live fire stage.
Yeah, that's right.
I think there was a few other cooks that I did do, but not many. So,
can't believe me.
Oh, I did that.
Can't believe my son's not here to sing Steve's Lava Chicken.
I know. He's not going to be happy.
Steve's Lava Chicken.
He is not going to be happy.
He's going to do the full rendition. Steve's Lava Chicken.
So one of the cooks I did do. Did we talk about that? Had I done that last time?
No, that's one that you could have talked about.
Yeah, so I did it's basically just barbecued half chicken, which I did in the monolith with pickles, slaw, hot sauce, bacon, mac and cheese, and Mexican street corn. I can't get enough. When I make it, I think, well, I'm not making this every week.
Yeah, I've made cream corn elote, and do you know what? Right, I think what I might do is I might do the beef ribs, the pico de gallo, cream corn elote, and then chop some of the beef ribs and put it through the elote. That'd be really good. That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Because again, I had it when I had it at Meatopia, and it was Panther City Barbecue that did it, and I remade it at home, and it was unbelievable.
So was it chunks, or did it just kind of shred it?
No,
chunks. Yeah, chunks would be good because you get
and his recipe's actually online. If you Google Panther City creamed corn elote, his recipe's online, and it's really good. You know, it's really good.
Another one I did. I've done most. Another one I did was I had some short ribs, Wagyu short ribs, which were from Aldi, by the way. Forgive me, Liam. But I had to try them. They were all over Instagram. Everyone had them.
I bet they weren't as good as that.
This is how you know. I'm like, I will be 100% honest about everything, and you know, I'm always saying get from your butcher, and I stand by that. But every now and again,
were they the beefiest of beefiest flavour?
They were just really fatty, and the fat is what makes them really beefy. And I was disappointed because I got them, and I got like 2 big ones, and I think they were about £8 each. What looked like 2 big ones, but when I opened it was 4, so it was 2 in a pack. But the way they packaged it, they made it look like a big fat short rib. So I was like, and one of them was literally a bone with a slither of meat on it. So, and with a big one. So I thought I'm going to cook them anyway. Anyway, cooked them. They were bang on. I mean, you can see them there. They look phenomenal. And also with that, I had a pork belly. So I did a pork belly, and I just used Firefly's competition rub on it. That's all I used. Competition rub on it, and just slow smoked it. And the idea was, I did have some that I ended up plating up, which I think I sent you, didn't I?
Yeah.
So that was when they were smoked, cooked, done. I cut a couple of slices off, put them in, just, you know, a little bit of Korean barbecue sauce from Firefly.
Yeah.
Some spring onions, delicious, melt in your mouth. But my whole idea was chill them. So I let them cool, chilled them in the fridge. I'd picked pico de gallo with the Wagyu ribs, chilled them in the fridge. And then for dinner that night, I charred them on the grill, which was really difficult. It's going to be a lot easier that if it was on a hot plate, because it was on the grills. As soon as I started to try to flip them, they were just falling apart.
Yeah.
But I managed it. I got away with it. Got some nice char on them. Got all the fat rendered on the outside. You guys can't see this. I'm going to try and talk. That's when I used that chili crunch. Did it with rice.
Chili crunch was nice.
It's really good.
A really Asian flavour.
Yeah, really good. And it was phenomenal. And then I had the beef ribs with the pico de gallo, mustard sauce, and pit beans. It was just mega. I had 2 dinners in one night, pretty much. But I just had to, I had to use it.
Yeah,
I had them short ribs in the fridge for like, I think about 5 or 6 days. So I had to cook them. So I did those. I also did on, which was the money saver day on thingy. I wasn't money saver.
Full thing, didn't you?
I've got an offset that I've been sent. It's not a gift. It's not been given. It's going back. I've basically been sent it to use it and give a little bit of feedback for a fella who is looking to get into cooking. To making these pots. And the fella who introduced me to him, he was at one of my classes. Sean, shout out to Sean, absolute legend. And he just said, "Would I mind doing it?" I was like, "No, of course, just send it." And I wasn't expecting it. It was half a ton.
Yeah, it's beast, isn't it?
Half a ton it is. It's in my garden. It was sat there, and again, just a busy period. If you listen to the last podcast, you know that I had a death in the family, so it's been a difficult time, and I've not had a lot of time to cook. So it's kind of been sat there, and I was feeling pretty bad. But on that Monday, I knew I had that day free, so I earmarked that to do it. So I went to see Liam again, and I got Black Angus brisket from Liam, full pack of brisket. I got a turkey breast.
They're bang on they were, you know.
I got some ribs. What else? I got some hot links, and I just cooked them all on the Monday. So I got up at 5:30. I got up at 5:30 in the morning Monday. Lit it, got it going. Got the brisket in.
You've actually brought me some.
I have brought you some. Yeah, I prepped the brisket the night before, so it was in the fridge, air drying with all the black magic on it. No, I didn't use black magic actually. I just used salt, pepper, garlic because I wanted to know. The whole conversation we had was, is cooking it on an offset? Is you get more of a smoky flavour?
Well, I've got some brisket that I've cooked on the KJ. Was it the KJ? I think it was the KJ.
Yeah.
So, and obviously you've given me yours, so I might do a side-by-side test.
Well, with this, I cooked it on oak. And the reason I didn't use black magic I normally would was I wanted to know, because black magic does impart a smoky flavour from the charcoal, the activated charcoal in the rub. And I didn't want that to kind of trick me. I wanted to know. So I just used salt, pepper, garlic on it, got it in early. It was just cooking all day. I had Rich come over. He travelled from Stone. Rich is the owner and head chef at Smoke and Rye in Stone, which is a barbecue restaurant. But it's like a barbecue restaurant, like smokehouse, but not how you'd think. It's kind of a little bit more finer dining, like tablecloths, silverware, that kind of vibe.
Not trays.
Not trays. So he came and got like loads of really top-notch information off him. And I lit the fire, I got this offset going, cooking away, loving it, everything's going honky-dory. And the one mistake I made was I trusted the gauges. And then just, I don't know what it was, popped into my head a few hours in. I just thought, I don't even know if them gauges are right. This has just been delivered.
Calibrated.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just been delivered. It's been calibrated, how old they are. So I plugged my ThermoWorks signals in and got the ambient temperature, and they were out by quite a bit. So it was cooking hotter than I thought. So I thought, oh no. So I started to panic. Got it down to where I wanted it to be. Rich turned up and he said, look, just calm down. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And I was like, I've nosed it. So as the day went on, I then put the turkey breast in. I then put the ribs in.
Yeah.
Because obviously when you're cooking all at the same time, that's how you got to do it. And I'm gonna do a reel, so I'll have more in-depth information about it. But the end of it was the brisket was phenomenal. It's the best brisket I've ever cooked.
Yeah.
Ever. And I've cooked a few briskets, not loads, not as many as you by any stretch, but I've cooked a few. And I've always been happy with them. I've always been sort of, yeah, brisket's overrated. It's not for me. And I still prefer ribs over brisket. But
I was going to say, I think if I had that,
it was.
I would prefer that, but
that's why I love ribs, because they're so fatty.
I didn't realise how good it was going to be. To be fair,
You're a rib man now.
I don't do as many ribs. You know, I could probably count.
I was doing them every day.
I can count on one hand the amount of ribs that I've done. I reckon I've done 5 or 6 over the however many years.
Yeah.
I've done loads more briskets.
Because even when we did pop-ups last year, we did loads of ribs. I was like cooking. What was that time? I cooked like 21 racks. 21 racks of ribs.
60 ribs.
60 ribs or something. And we never tasted them because each one was accounted for. We never even tasted them. But yeah, I've always preferred ribs. But that was the best brisket I've ever cooked. It was phenomenal. And that was mainly down to Rich with the tips that he gave me about wrapping and how to wrap. And
I don't remember though, that we've just cooked there. I had oak chunks in there. I had a little bit of plum chunks in there.
Yeah.
And then we used oak charcoal.
Yeah.
So maybe that is the difference.
Maybe it's the oak charcoal.
Maybe it's the oak charcoal, gets some more flavour.
I'm now, if I'm cooking steaks, I use the Baltic oak over the birch, but I use birch for everything else. It's just, I don't know why. It could be in my head. It could be just a thing in my head. But I've cooked steak, so I don't put any wood in it. It's just oak charcoal, and I just think you get that nice flavour.
I tell you what, I still can't get over it. It's the difference on the taste of the chicken. It's a totally different flavour, like, you know.
Yeah, everyone said pit barrel chicken is the best chicken.
It was like a totally different flavour. I don't know whether it's the smoke or what.
Well, it cooked really. I was thinking.
You said to me it was going to take ages.
Yeah, but I was thinking as well. I think the top end, is that going to be less cooked than the bottom? I all sorts of thoughts.
They were but again, the thigh at the bottom. So
yeah. So that's what you want.
That's exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, it's phenomenal. I'm going to play around with it a bit more. Do some different stuff on it. It's like whole chickens. But I think cooking chicken in halves is easy. No, everyone goes, oh, spatchcock is the way to go. If you spatchcock it, you may as well half it. It's just easier to manage.
Yeah, I've been doing halves recently.
Yeah, it's just easier to manage and looks better on a plate. It's not hard then to slice into halves once it's cooked. I think it's easier to break down. So, but yeah, so yeah, I did that brisket and it was phenomenal. So love that. I did, and then I did Wing Wednesday.
What did you do on Wednesday?
Yakitori wings.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yakitori wings, they were really good. But I also did burgers that day because I just did one batch of wings because Anna's dad come for his tea. So I know he'd have wings, but he's not into them like we are. Like, So I had some burgers, so I did some burgers. Didn't do any pictures of them or anything. They were just the main dinner, and then I did some wings. And then what else did we have after Wing Wednesday? What was Thursday? VE Day.
VE Day.
I didn't do VE Day.
Flipping Friday.
I didn't do Flipping Friday.
And then we're
Anna's cooked.
we're at Great British Food Festival.
Yeah, and my wife cooked 2 of the nights. Because she's off work at the minute.
You got some birria tacos at Great British Food Festival.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. I'm going to be totally honest. I wasn't impressed. They weren't.
Yeah.
I thought
I had some like loaded fries with like fried chicken and sauce or something. It was all right.
Well, the birria tacos, you had a choice of steak, mince, or chicken.
That's
so
not really birria, is it?
No. So I thought, well, I'm going to go steak out because that's the closest thing you're going to get. And basically what it was sliced beef that it was all pre-cooked in a gastro and kept warm over a bain-marie, seasoned, all pre-seasoned. So it wasn't in a sauce. It was just dry.
So it wasn't like Chris Wood-fired Feasters.
No. So I was like, right, okay, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I'm going to get the consommé anyway, did I? And then it was just like mozzarella cheese, a bit of Cholula hot sauce on it, and a little bit of jalapenos. And then you got the consommé in a cup. And it was just so thin. It was almost tasteless.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking this could be so much better. And I'm not slating anyone because I do understand.
Yeah, we've done it, by the way.
Festival food isn't.
Yeah, we've done it though. We've been there. We've done pop-ups and stuff. So it's not as if we don't understand. We did like 300 people in 2 hours or whatever we did that time.
So it can be, and it was stuff like that.
Absolute hell.
If we can do stuff like that,
and we did. We turned out that.
Yeah.
How good would it be to do that?
Oh yeah. Be easy as well. Easy.
No, it's not even that difficult.
Yeah.
Everything could be prepped.
It's crazy. But that's it, yeah. So we still got a couple of people listening. I think we're ready to sign off.
Yes.
We got any
the beer is empty.
I think probably
just a thanks really to all the sponsors, really.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who listens and tunes in. Comments and everything. Keep that coming, even though we're off. Do keep tagging us. We will still keep sharing on the Instagram account. We're still going to be very active. We're still going to be posting our cuts. We're just not going to be recording any episodes for 3 or 4 weeks. But we will be doing stuff in the background, so we are around. If you see us at any events, grab hold of us. Al's Barbecue grabbed hold of me at Fields to Fork. Yeah. He went, "Are you that guy off the podcast?" I was with the wife and I was like, yes I am. Yes I am. So yeah, keep in touch basically. And big shout out to Thermapen, obviously, for
sponsoring.
Yeah, sponsoring and just making all this possible. We probably will have some news in season 2 about a couple of other sponsors that are getting involved, which is fantastic because it helps us to do more stuff than what we're doing now. And I think it's really good. Since we've got involved with Monolith, we can talk more about Kamados rather than the point of view of people who've only used one type of Kamado. We can talk about pit barrel cooks. We can talk about the Ozpig, different things of that.
I quite like that. Quite like the fact that we can cook on like the cooking on all 3.
You've got literally off camera. There's a big Blackstone. So you've got like flat top cups. I've got the offset there. I've got fire pits.
So there's like every type.
I've got kettles. I've got pellet grills. I've got all sorts of stuff.
Butcher John's got my Weber kettle.
He wants it back, Butcher John. So yeah. Bit Like Barbecue says, cheers. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Really do appreciate it. If you ever want to, if we can try and make it work where you can come on as a guest, mate, whether it's, I know it'll have to be over Zoom because you're overseas, if I remember correctly. I think you're in the States. Let us know. We'll see what we can do. And Mark says, loved it, lads. Thanks, Mark, for tuning in. And thanks for all the support, mate. You always support us. But yeah, so we've got sponsors, Thermapen, Alfresco Chapel are always shouting us out.
Yeah.
Orby Coolers helps me out at school. Monolith, Pit Barrel, Ozpig,
Firefly,
Globaltic, Firefly. Please do go and check out all the sponsors. We mention them because they're worth mentioning. So it isn't just we're not sellouts, I promise. I don't think by any stretch we are.
No.
I think we have probably turned down stuff that we could have took and haven't. But anyway, right, that's going to be it. We're going to go. I'm going to sign off. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do let us know on Instagram if you have tags and everything like that. Really appreciate it. And it really does help us spread the word and get more people involved. So, yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to end the stream. Take care and see you later.
Flames lit.
Oh, and the fire's burning.
Fire's burning, guys.
T-shirts next season, mate. T-shirts. See you later, people.
Let's get the thing you want off.
From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast, bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermapen as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time and enjoy the episode.